Red and blue lights washed over the hood of my car, reflecting in the rear view like a heartbeat I could feel but not hear. He stepped out, uniform crisp, gun holstered, ego glinting in the night. My chest stayed still, my hands relaxed on the wheel. "Stay away from my woman," he said. His voice was low, clipped, dangerous. "Or I'll arrest you." Body cam on. I noticed it immediately. Internal Affairs would see everything. A smile flickered in my mind. Silent, private. I nodded, nothing more. The engine ticked in the quiet, and he walked back to his cruiser, unaware that he'd just signed his own death certificate. Not literally, of course. But in the way that mattered most, his life, as he knew it, was over. I drove home, headlights cutting through fog, thinking about the shape of betrayal, about the way people hide knives in their smiles, about how trust can be weaponized. Weeks earlier, I'd noticed the small things. A phone tucked into her bag with unusual care, a laugh that never reached her eyes, a lipstick stain she assumed I wouldn't see. I told myself I was imagining it. I told myself I was paranoid. Then came the moment that changed everything. I found the texts, careless, desperate, intimate. He called her pet names I had never heard, names meant for someone else. I stared at the screen, heart locked in ice, the room spinning slowly around me. It wasn't just the betrayal. It was the arrogance of it. The certainty that I wouldn't notice, that she could orchestrate a secret life behind my back without a thought, that he, police protector, could believe his badge made him untouchable. I didn't shout. I didn't throw anything. I only watched. I cataloged every lie, every disappearance, every smirk that didn't belong. I became quiet, invisible, calculating. I started observing, quietly. I logged every departure, every sudden text notification, every odd shift in her schedule. DNA tests purchased under a pseudonym, phone records subpoenaed through someone who owed me a favor. I gathered evidence like a spider weaving a web, every thread precise, every movement deliberate. I kept my calm. Breakfasts with her, smiles in public, a voice steady, eyes empty. Inside, the gears turned. Strategy, observation, patience. I let her believe nothing had changed. While I quietly dismantled the lies that had been built around me, I watched him too. The arrogance of the uniform, the way he treated her like property, the way he underestimated me. My notes were meticulous. Times, locations, witnesses, a map of deceit. And all the while, I stayed composed, cold, deliberate, invisible. The report arrived on a gray Thursday. Internal Affairs. Time-stamped body cam footage, messages, locations, sworn statements, everything lined up. I didn't need to call her. I didn't need to yell. I went to him. He didn't recognize me at first, just the man he thought he could intimidate. I handed him a copy of the IA report, fingers brushing the corner like a knife across his throat. "Thought you were untouchable," I said, flat. He read it, eyes widening, color draining, every confident smirk replaced by panic. I can explain." I shook my head. I had no interest in his excuses. He had assumed he controlled the narrative. He had assumed loyalty could be bought with fear. He hadn't counted on observation, calculation, truth. I watched him crumble while I stayed still, calm, calculated. The fire he expected never came. No yelling, no retribution, just the exposure, just the ruin he had earned. I left a final message for her. Internal Affairs. "He's gone." No emotion, no flourish, only clarity. They would never speak of it again. She would remember my silence long after my presence faded. The fear in his eyes, the betrayal's weight, the truth laid bare. It was exacting, precise, inevitable. And I walked away. Not triumphant, not relieved, detached, cold. I sit now in the quiet apartment. Windows open to the night, the air cool and still. Everything resolved. Nothing left to feel but control. The betrayal stings only as a memory, a lesson carved into the spine of my mind. I do not crave reconciliation. I do not mourn. I merely exist, sharper, calmer, aware of the fragility of trust. He is fired. She is exposed. And I, untouched by panic, untouched by grief, am free in a way they will never understand. I breathe. The city hums beneath me. I am beyond fury, beyond heartbreak, beyond them. And for the first time, I am entirely, immovably mine.